I love my thing. It's a good thing. That's not idiots. So, Jonathan is not feeling well. He was going to be here, but he said he was sick of you, so I hope it's not contagious. Anyway, another week, another set of losers, another bunch of excuses, another batch of bullshit across the WPA page. Starting with our Game Changer champion, who had a couple of good matches, and has one still going on. As he started off taking on Donny Boy. And that one went on for a while before Donny Boy remembered he was quite the loser, and lost to Fat Thomas. Yeah. Brasso was kind of popular this week. He got called out twice. Our U.S. champion called him out. So, in true colonizer tradition, Fat Thomas called out Brasso too, as if he discovered a new challenger. And he beat him. So then he got the bright idea. He started getting a little crazy, a little loony-toony. And he called out Luna. And it's still going on. Bobby Blaze would have never did that shit. But on to our first match. As Needles Kane took on Crusher LB. And what should have been a good match. And it was a crushing defeat by Needles Kane as Crusher LB dominated the match and defeated Needles Kane. You know, some of these guys, it's been a while, they just don't move all that well. You get on a couple wins, they beat all these little guys, but then could be the guy who's got Crusher. I guarantee his name is Crusher LB because he's really fat, and it's just crushing pound is what it is. Crushing pound. He's a pound. Now, our commentary team, the bunch of idiots, were joined on commentary by South Bronx Savage, who offered a street perspective on the fights. It was okay, but nah, he did kind of Bronx accent, kind of. I don't know. I don't really think he's from South Bronx. Sounds like he's from Brooklyn. In our next match, former world champ Johnathan took on former women's champ Lady Assassin in a battle of formers. And Johnathan was able to defeat Lady Assassin, which was quite the feather in his cap, because she's no pushover. Like I said, we don't disrespect Lady Assassin here. It's literally written on the wall over there. Do not disrespect Lady Assassin. Everyone else is fair game. It's a true story. Speaking of ladies, the first lady, Alexa Leslie, took on Money MF and Mike. And I'm gonna tell you what, a good feather in his cap, he beat the first lady. Well, that's rule number 2. We don't disrespect the first lady. It ain't because we scared of the Kingpin. No. We're actually scared of the First Lady. True story. Now, in my favorite match, this was kind of it could have went either way, but our Intercontinental Champion Johnny Rocco was taking on Red Death. And that match was tight throughout until Red Death hooked in the clamp of death on Johnny Rocco to try to get him submit. And that sucker would not tap out for shit. I mean, he had that shit on. And and the fact that he even had a match was crazy after what he went through in War Games, getting flattened by that fat ass that jumped off the top of the cage. I actually felt sorry for him at that point. I mean, his tapes were all ripped up. But nevertheless, he took the match to get ready for his Intercontinental title match that's coming up. And he wound up passing out from the pain. So he never tapped out, but Red Death was awarded the win due to referee stoppage. Yeah. I got all new respect for Johnny Rocco after that. I kept thinking he was going to tap out. Even Red Death was surprised by that. He looked at him like, damn, dude, just tap out. It's not worth it. It's just a match. Well, hopefully he'll be okay for his match next week. Now, speaking of things that we wish hadn't happened, the Master Sean Puff took on David the Beast Smith and he won. Holy fucking shit. You know what that means. We're gonna probably get another video. God dang it. I don't know what's worse. The Sean Puff doing a video, or watching the Messiah's gospel, or the gospel to Messiah, according to Messiah, whatever the hell the show's called, and waiting for somebody to come on for him to ask questions to. Fuck. And then wound up being Jermaine. I just turned the shit off after that. Get enough of that guy as it is. Now, Like the Numbers was taking on Mac Blakely, who does have a title match against Johnny Rocco. Huh. And he had a Lycan Umbris as his opponent today. And he lost to Lycan Umbris in a clean pin. And Lycan really needed that win, because he's been shitting the bed. Oh yeah. That guy. What is he, like 4 or 5 straight losses? He might as well just have slept in a kitty litter box. He was shitting so much. But he picked up a win finally. Hey, maybe he'll go for a triple threat title, because I don't even know. Is he even in the top 10 anymore? Next we had Tezzeret taking on the Wraith. And a good win for Tezzeret. He lost his title, but then, he's kind of here and there. He didn't let it get him down. He's got a whole new mission. He's trying to get more titles to try to complete the Grand Slam. As a matter of fact, there's multiple people in WPA that are trying to complete the Grand Slam of titles here. Some of them won't be able to get some of them because they just don't qualify for them. Let's see. I know we got a couple that are maybe like two titles away from a Grand Slam, maybe. Some maybe one. I don't know. But Tezzeret picked up a win against the OG, the Wraith, who just loves to fight. He don't care about titles. He just wants to fight. And he'll give you a good fight, too. I tell you, you gotta really come if you want to beat the Wraith. Yeah. Now, in our next couple matches, we pitted the number 1 challengers to the tag team titles against the tag team champs and single matches. and Donnie Boy took on James Altrash. And if you know anything about these two, they don't like each other. James Altrash and Donnie Boy have a history. Mostly James Altrash beating Donnie Boy's ass. And that's what he did again. he beat his ass. And pinned him and everything. That had to feel good. No. Since he really didn't lead his team to victory. I mean, it was Siren, really. If Siren wasn't there, nah. I don't think the agency wins War Games if there's no Siren. Because it damn sure wasn't Messiah. Siren was a bad bitch, I tell you that much. And Johnny with that chair. Boy, that was crack. Yeah, and the next match, it was Money versus Texas Hate You. And Money defeated Texas Hate You. So we had tag team champs pick up a single win, and their challengers pick up a singles win. If the challengers could just do what Money did, our tag team champs could be in trouble. Then again, Donnie Boy, I don't know. Yeah, it might not be anything. I mean, seriously, call it what you want. Now, in a match, we had two matches. Well, now, the first one made sense. You know, Messiah and the Darkstalker, they've been having a little back and forth. And, you know, I don't know why, because Messiah can't beat the Darkstalker anyway. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. I mean, I think the last time they went against each other, I think they came to a tie. I think they drew. I'm not looking it up right now. But the Darkstalker hit the Black Void on the Messiah and lowered his power level. You know, he dedicated the match to Jason David Frank, to JDF. Jason Frank. He was very emotional too. Not the Darkstalker. He was kind of emotional. He's a big Power Ranger fan. That's probably why he wears a mask. And see either that or he's just fucking ugly as shit. Now, in a match where we deemed made absolutely no fucking sense, we call it the Battle of the fucking Eagles. The Battle of the Big Heads. The Battle of the stubbornest jackasses in the world. Versus Fat Thomas. And Jermaine was able to hit the Black Hand side and pick up the win. That was it. Nothing at stake. Nothing on the line. No stipulations. No dildos. Just a match. That's it. That's the most anticlimactic shit I ever seen in my life. I mean, damn, you could at least have made Fat Thomas give you some free barbecue for a month or something. You know, I was waiting for a stipulation. I mean, as long as he waited for this match, I mean, God. Then he got all mad when Fat Thomas had to go tend to some family business. He was so mad. And we got no stipulation. Like, loser shaves head. Oh, wait, they're both bald. Loser shaves facial hair. Loser shaves his armpit. Loser shaves his chest. Loser gives the winner a compliment. One compliment a week. Nothing. Just a fucking match. Such a disappointment. Now, as a rarity in WPA, we had a couple of tag team matches. Even though one turned into a handicap match. As we had Delirious and Quani Fist taking on Oreo Speedwagon Casper 2779 and the sponsored athlete Jayla Masters, and Kwani dipped Casper into the milk of defeat as he pinned him, picking up the win for his team. That's something you don't see every day. Kwani Fist pinning somebody. I guess Casper likes to be pinned by people named Kwani. Now, our second tag team match, they joined the team of Katzen Corey and Frankie Bones teaming up to take on the Investor and Captain Mexico. And just like the World Cup, Mexico took an L as he was left by himself. His partner didn't even show up. And Katzen Corey pinned Mexico. You know, if I was Captain Mexico, I'd want to kick my partner's ass, because that's bullshit. How you don't show up for a tag team match? What if that match has some kind of significance? What if the booker's looking at the match to see if you're worthy to even be put into a number one contender match? You know, I wouldn't be surprised. If I was Captain Mexico, I'd want the Investor in the ring so I could teach him a lesson. But then again, he probably won't show up. He probably won't invest his time to show up. Come on, Flip. That one was funny. Fuck you. And our number one contender match to determine who would go on to face the Triple Threat Champion. We had match one was Big Mel versus the Super Champion King, because the Emperor decided not to show up. So it was a one-on-one match, and oh boy, that was so hard for Big Mel. And he wound up winning. Now, match two was a greater challenge as Starling J took on Shepherd Bane and the Forgotten One, Matty Ice. Ice. Bye-bye. And Starling J picked up the win in a triple threat match. So she got a little practice for it and training for a triple threat match. Whereas Big Mel did a one-on-one because, you know, not his fault, but, I mean, seriously. If I'm getting ready for a triple threat match, I want to be in a triple threat match before I go take on a triple threat champion. I'm sorry. One of your opponents didn't show up. And the other one, I mean, granted, the other one's called a Super Champion King. He put up a good fight, but, I mean, yeah. It was close. Both matches were close. It could have went to anybody. But Big Mel and Starling J will be moving on. Now, in the weirdest match that I've ever well, I guess I can't say the weirdest match I've ever seen. I've seen some matches take place at an asylum before. Right next to my room, too. We had newcomer Siren taking on Luna. And the match was started off pretty good. But then, you know, Luna looked a little paranoid and distracted most of the match. I think that freaking, what's that dude? Haddish? Horseradish? Whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, I think he was in her head. And she just didn't like she was really into the match. Like she was just looking over her shoulder. And then the fucking lights went off. And I know WPA admin has bill problems. And I'm pretty sure they paid the light bill, though. But when the lights came back on, Luna had a cut on her head and she was laying on the ground. Like somebody attacked her. And Siren was laying on top of her. It was weird as shit. But Siren picked up the win. Now, after the match, you know, Siren went to check on Luna because she knew she didn't do it. And while she was checking on her, that horseradish guy, whatever, hot bitch, whatever the fuck his name is, attacked Siren. That's some bullshit. And then he was attacking her, and he was, he had a chair in his hand and everything, and then Tezzeret came running like a superhero down the fucking ramp with a chair, and and then he threw the chair down and like, grabbed a big bat with some barbed wire on it, and him and Had Bitch went at it until security had to come out there and break them up and everything. But man, medical did come out to check on, Siren and Luna. I think from last report I got was they were going to be okay. So there's that. Now, is that somebody's kid? Seriously. I mean, it makes no fuck. I thought the Darkstalker Jr. sounded stupid. This a bitch guy, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. Long ass post, and both my eyes twitch when he fucking posts. It's like he has a toddler writing shit for him. I mean, god dang it. Johnathan just ignores him. He doesn't even pay attention to him. He's like, it's not worth his time. I don't blame him. Maybe I should start ignoring the motherfucker. Yeah, Hartford Wheeler. The team sucked anyway back in the day. Now, number one contender match for the television title was a triple threat match, and it featured DJ Tech taking on Martel, taking on the badass Eddie Von Daddy. Got it, dot the I. And the badass pinned DJ Tech. I bet you thought I was gonna say that Martel got pinned, didn't you? Nah, I don't think Martel. I don't know. Has he been pinned lately? Well, he had a one-on-one, didn't he, last week? Did he win or did he get pinned? Hey, go look. Jonathan's got notes. Let's see. Where's Martel's name in the scheme of things? Oh, yeah, he did lose. He lost to that Shepherd Bane guy. It was just funny because, Starling J pinned him. Martel couldn't pin him. He lost to that guy. But, yeah. DJ Tech was pinned by the badass Eddie Von Daddy. So, Eddie Von Daddy will be moving on to go face our television champion. He couldn't get the IC title back, but yeah. TV title, it's not bad. It's like I guess it'd be a fourth place trophy, I guess. Alright, what's more prestigious, the US or television? I mean, the U.S. is the baby of the group, but I would say the U.S. is more prestigious than television. I don't know. Yeah? Holds more weight? No? Okay. Yeah, I guess she does hold more weight than TV time, because you can actually call your shot, call your opponent. Except for the pay-per-views, which there's one next week. I can't wait to see who they pick to face the U.S. champ, whoever it is. We'll find out in a minute, though. Because it's on to the championship matches, folk. And we had the Triple Threat Championship with Draven the Sledgehammer taking on the Street Fight King and the Idol, Steve Sampson. And folks, you know what? Sledgehammer's back. He's got a title around his waist. Yeah. When the Sledgehammer's here, he fucking rocks. And we could just get Bobby Blaze back. Get the band back together. Maybe Martel will fucking stop sucking. Fat Thomas will lose some weight. Maybe we get live scoring back. Yeah, that shit ain't happening. But Draven was able to pin the Street Fight King. I don't know how you call yourself the Street Fight King and you lose a fight. I mean, shit, you can't be the king. Maybe be a Padawan. Street Fight Padawan. SFP. Yeah, there we go. Now, television champion Chris Styles was in action against the Kingpin JP DiMaggio. And true to form, Chris Styles was able to defeat the Kingpin, J.P. DiMaggio, as if anybody was surprised by that. You know, the guy gets all the way there and then it is what it is. And our main event, it was the Blueprint Jackson Aries taking on the Brass Hole. I mean, and honestly, folks, I didn't think the match was going to be as tight as it was, but it was tight as fuck. I don't think Jackson thought Brass Hole was a pushover, but man, he came like the size of like a tic tac away from victory. But Jackson Aries was able to hold on and retain his United States Championship this time. He does that against somebody that's better than Brass Hole. At least you can say he had a successful title defense during this reign. But that's all, folks. That's it. Now, we will not be having Philip tonight. But he did tell me to relay. He did have a pick. But he's working on his top 10 list, which will be out Sunday. And his pick for the week was Siren. I mean, we've seen her, really like 2 matches, really. And she's dominated most of those matches, folks. You know, it's kind of cool doing it. I should do it like him. Yeah, hold on. Good evening, WPA. My name is Philip Alexander Carrington IV. And it is your honor to hear my voice as I divulge to you my pick of the week. This week, I select newcomer to WPA, Siren. Why is he always looking at his fingernails? Hey, you ever notice his ring? You do? Which hand is it on there, Flip? Huh? Do you know which hand his finger? Do you know which hand his pinky finger is on? Huh? Okay. Anyway, hold on. She dominated Luna in a #1 contender match, and we're now going to face the first lady. Chip, pop, cheerio. But that is all I have today. Until later, you peasants. I bid you a good day. Wait, and then he does a little pause. It looks like I said good day. Like anybody can, how does he know people don't just turn it off right there? He's probably gonna fuck me up later. He's gonna engage me in some fisticuffs. But anyway, that's all I got. And as Johnathan always says, don't drink and drive. What is it? Don't drink and drive. Make sure you tell your loved ones you love them. And, hug your loved ones. And pick up the phone and call your friend, because they might need to hear your voice. And it's the holiday season. There's a 4th one. He said, buy Melvin a really good gift for Christmas. But that's all I got, idiots. Play my music. Come on, Flip, play my music.